Built to be a contemporary and unique structure on CSUB main campus, the Student Union opened its doors in 1995. The hallways, meeting spaces, lounge and bookstore make up the 17,000 plus square feet of the Student Union. But it is the sizable difference in the lives of the students and the staff that have made the true impact that this building has made in the last 20 years.
Well, I actually started on campus prior to the Student Union actually opening. So I started in January of 1993 as the office manager for Associated Students. So I was actually involved in watching the Student Union be built, and then we moved into the Student Union in 1994.
When I was already an administrative assistant, I remember it was orientation, and so we were having the new freshman students come in. And one of the freshman students walked into the office looking for a job. This was going to be one of his employments. He was looking for a job here on campus. And so I remember hiring him on the spot. And that might have been a risky decision, but I think it was a really good decision because he turned out to be one of our best student assistants. And I was able to see him progress in his education and see him develop. And eventually he ended up joining a fraternity, and he developed in that sense. And so now that he has graduated, he has come back and said, Ruby, thank you so much for all your guidance. So that must be my fondest memory.
It's not like work, it's like coming here, being with your friends, and relating on a common goal and a common purpose, which is to provide services to the students and make their experience here at CSUB fun and exciting, and to get them involved and to provide a place for them to come to meet new people, and I like doing that. That's fun.
Working within the Student Union and working with students impacted my life to realize that helping students is really what I want to do.
A student-spearheaded project, Runner Park was intended to give students a space on campus to meet, hang out, and enjoy the beautiful weather Bakersfield has to offer. Supported by the Associated Students Incorporated, the vision for Runner Park has been credited to come from Bobby Soto, who served as the student government president in 1998. This $107,000 project has been featured during campus events such as Celebrate CSUB, Club Fair, and Greek Week.
The students actually came out and planted every bush and every tree, and it was a big campus event, and it was a lot of fun. We had a great time planting that, and at the time it was hard to see what it was actually going to grow into, but now many years later the trees have grown and the bushes have grown, and it's just really turned into the park and this gathering place for students that they always hoped that it would be.
Runner Park has been a vital part of the CSUB student life experience and will continue to be for many years to come. Although it has undergone many changes through the years, what is now known as Rowdies is considered a vital part of the student experience. This is a space where students can congregate, enjoy a televised sporting event, grab a bite to eat, or play a game of table tennis. This restaurant opened its doors to the Student Union in 1995. While it has gone by many names, the purpose has remained the same. Hosting department meetings, pep rallies, events, and tournaments, Rowdies continues the tradition for being a hub for students to enjoy on-campus food and activities. Moved to the Student Union in late 2000 and opening in the winter quarter of 2001, the CSUB Bookstore has been the main source for students not only to find their books and school supplies, but to find the latest in CSUB apparel to proudly support their university. Based on student input, the bookstore was placed adjacent to the student union for their convenience. This worked with the natural flow of traffic on campus. While it is independent from the student union, the bookstore brings a sense of community to the campus and the student union.
My fondest memory of the student union was when I decided for the first time to call it my home. I realized that a lot of my friends hang out here, so I started to hang out with them at the student union, and my freshman year when I called it my home is my fondest memory.
My favorite would have to be Dance Marathon, because being with other students and faculty and stuff for 12 hours of dancing and having fun and doing other activities creates a bond between our campus and everyone.
Actually, my life with the student union is kind of twofold. Started out as a student here on campus, being involved in student organizations. I spent a lot of time over here in the student union. I was a board of director member for ASI, and so that was my original role. And then once in a professional role in 2006, I came over and started working as the activities coordinator for the Office of Student Activities. I think my undergrad years, by far, being a student leader on campus, planning events, putting activities for the student body, draws back memories. Every time I walk through that door, it's kind of nostalgia for me.
I see the student union doing what it does now, providing services for students, helping them out, giving them something to do, making school more than just class.
I see it growing, maybe getting more floors or expanding. I see them having a diversity center, maybe a movie theater, something of that sort, so students can come and it won't be a commuter campus. Students will come, have fun, and hang out on campus.
Well, I see it growing. I see it being the center, the hub of student life on campus. I see it expanding. We're outgrowing the walls here, and so I just see nothing but upward mobility for it.
Bigger. I hope to see a bigger student union and more lounges for the students to hang out and study and participate in quarterly events.
And so as the campus expands, I just see the student union growing as well, providing lots of different social places for them to interact and hang out and really be the center of our campus and bringing students together.
Sure, in another 20 years, I definitely see the building expanding. There's a lot of potential for expansion. There's a lot of activities that go on. There's a lot of student involvement that comes out of the building. So I definitely see the building expanding and expanding services, maybe integrating other services, cultural activities or cultural services for our students. Just an array of things to help our students continue their development in leadership.
I see it being 3 times larger in another 20 years, really being a destination location for our students, whether that's for studying, socializing, interacting, developing through meetings, club organizations, leadership programs. So I just see it being one of the premier locations on campus as a destination space for our students.
A lot of people say that we're just a commuter school, that there's not a lot of spirit here. And in 20 years, I would like to see CSUB spirit through the roof and this hallway filled with people all the time and not just a few days a week or when there's just events. I want this to be a big giant hub of energy, just that we can expel through campus and create an excitement.